Notice when you meet someone who is confident, and I'm talking about the true, deep-seated, unshakable, quiet confidence, which is the real confidence. It's not about faking it until you make it. It's not even about being super flashy, and it's especially not about being the loudest person in the room. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Aubrey, and in this video, I'll be talking all about how to become more confident. Plus, I'll be sharing with you confidence tips and steps to help you on your own confidence journey. Okay, let's get on the same page as to what quiet confidence actually means. Obviously, it's not about being super loud or flashy, but it's also not about being timid or not saying a single word. Rather, it's about having that deep sense of self-assurance and believing in yourself and knowing yourself without the need to boast or seek external validation from others. So this is the kind of confidence that allows you to express your boundaries in any of your relationships, whether that's with a lover, family member, or friend. This is the kind of confidence that allows you to express yourself authentically, even if it goes against what others think. This is the creative confidence to follow your dreams, whether that's to start a new business or to pivot your current offerings into something that feels more aligned for you, or create content on a topic that you love that can eventually lead to getting paid to do what you love. Notice when you meet someone who is confident, and I'm talking about the true, deep-seated, unshakable, quiet confidence, which is the real confidence, they just know who they are. They know themselves, they know their needs, they stand up for and honor those said needs, and they just move through life with power and strength, perfectly balanced with grace and a sense of softness, because that softness too is not seen as a weakness, but a strength. Now, I didn't think that I would be creating a video all about how to become more confident or give confidence tips because, to be honest, I don't necessarily think I am super confident or the poster girl for confidence. It's not until I received a comment from one of my clients in my group coaching program where she said to me, "It's like you have no fears, Aubrey. You just show up and you're so confident." And I was like, oh, that's super interesting because I do actually have fears. Yes, I am human and I have fears. But I guess the difference is that I show up and attend to those fears so that I could do what I intend to do with confidence. And so I reflected on this and wanted to unpack it so that I could share something insightful and share the tips that I have with you to be helpful in your own journey. And there's often this advice out there that tells you to just be confident, but it's like, yeah, how? And so these steps to become more confident bring it back to the foundation of knowing who you are, knowing what you deserve, and feeling it so deeply in your core that you show up for yourself. Know yourself at your core. We're so caught up with getting to know everyone else that most of the time we don't spend time with ourselves to connect deeply with our own true self. And so knowing yourself at your very core allows you to stand up for yourself, allows you to understand what your needs are and be unapologetic about meeting those needs and for other people to meet those needs as well. And if you don't know yourself, congratulations. It's a wonderful and exciting journey ahead of you of self-discovery and exploration. And that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm so excited to guide my clients through, because quite often we are so caught up in getting to know everyone else, trying to fit in, being able to please other people instead of pleasing ourselves and knowing who we truly are at our core. When this is the number one thing that will allow you to become more confident in who you truly are. Self-acceptance. So once you've figured out or gotten to know yourself a little bit more deeper, self-acceptance is the next step to becoming more confident. Embracing who you are, flaws and all, understanding that no one is perfect and that is perfectly okay. Focus on your strengths and accept your weaknesses with grace, as well as being able to decipher whether you want to improve on those in honor of self-love. Keep your own promises. Now, this is just in line with integrity, meaning when you say you're going to do something, do it. Meaning when you say you're going to work out, work out. When you say you're going to do the thing, do the thing. Stay true to your own word, because if you keep telling yourself you're going to do all of these things, but you never meet yourself in that moment and actually do the things, you're just going to end up in a loop of self-doubt, not believing in yourself, and constantly resenting yourself. So show up, even if it is imperfectly perfect, and make sure to keep true to your word. Create proof by collecting evidence. Now, confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. When you keep your own promises and you keep showing up for yourself, the more your confidence naturally grows and the easier it gets. So I actually have these written out so that I can read back on them when I tend to forget. And I recommend this as well if there are times where you feel so confident, like you can take on the world, and then there's other times where you tend to want to crawl into a ball and not really do anything. These are the times where you can use that evidence to serve your brain with this proof. It gives your brain that evidence that, hey, when you showed up and you faced your fears, it wasn't actually as bad as you thought, or all of the great things that come from when you actually did the thing. It's a really great confidence boost and serves as a reminder for you when you tend to forget, which at times maybe you will, and gives your brain and your body the evidence that it needs so that you can show up with confidence. Being confident, I see as essentially becoming unapologetically authentic. You've met yourself in all the places where you feel vulnerable, and you've been able to hold space for yourself that you're no longer fazed by what others think of you because you know your truth. As long as you're not hurting anyone, when you are authentically yourself, which goes back to number one of actually getting to know yourself at your core, and number two, self-acceptance, confidence expresses itself as a form of unconditional self-love. It's saying to yourself, I see you, you deserve this, and trust that no matter what happens, you've always got your own back. And I've found that for most people, this is often the hardest part. It can be seen as cringe. You want to fit in, you want to belong, you want people to like you, and it's normal. It's very normal for human beings to want this. But as cliche as it may sound, what if you were actually born to stand out? There's a constant reminder that needs to be reinstated that it is safe to be seen. It is safe to be seen as fully, wholly, completely, authentically you. And if you're worried about people judging, the most judgmental people on the outside are actually the ones who are the most judgmental within themselves. And it's not serving anyone. So if that's a habit, make sure to drop that. We're all individual and we all have a unique set of skills, talents, desires. We're not meant to please everyone, and that's the essence of becoming magnetic. A magnet has both positive and negative charge. It's not your job to please everybody, and understanding this, that the more you show up for yourself, the more that you express yourself authentically and be true to yourself, the more that you're naturally going to repel people. And that's okay. It's nature. Those people are not your people. But the beauty of this, the beauty of becoming confident to express your true self and becoming magnetic, is that you will attract your people, opportunities, friendships, relationships, everything that is so aligned for you. So I hope that these tips on how to become more confident has helped you in some way, shape, or form. And to work deeper on this, I invite you to join me inside Empowered Creator. This is the transformative program where you will be guided through my signature self formula so you can finally get out of your own way,
trust your intuition, and create the life you know you're meant to live.
Thanks so much for being here and joining me on this journey. I share all about how I personally stepped into my confidence by connecting with my higher self when I wanted to do more speaking gigs around the world. So make sure to check out that video next here. And make sure to comment down below what steps you'll be taking on board to become more confident in your own life. You know, I always love to hear from you and keep the conversation going within the community. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Until then, always sending you all the groupie love.